Is there anybody there?
All right. Start the episode with the all right instead of editing it.
It's all right.
Welcome to another episode of Do We Have a Point? I'm Brad.
Daniel here.
And no Sam this time either. She went and got her hair did, but we're taking care of her mom's house and dogs while they're on vacation. So she's over there doing that stuff. And Daniel and I are here at the studio doing this stuff.
What are the dog breeds? What kind?
That is a great question.
Are they small dogs?
One is, it's like a Scottish terrier kind of little wire-haired dogs.
I like those.
Yeah, he's
cool.
awesome. His name's Charlie. I call him Chuck. He's awesome.
Yeah.
And then the other one is this big, not being racist, he looks Asian. Like his face looks Asian.
So maybe Chow?
No. This thing's like
Not that big.
No, he's bigger. This dog's like 100 pounds solid, fucking just big, happy, dumb shit.
Huh.
I forget what they know what the breed is. I don't.
Yeah, I'm
But
bad
it's-
with breeds too.
But it has like an Asian face.
Nice dogs though.
Oh,
Good.
they're
trained.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're trained. You say crate, and then it goes to its bed.
See,
Sits, and all that good stuff. But I feel bad if that dog, the big one, Eddie, ever gets out. That dog will do some damage.
Really?
He's just big, and he doesn't know how big he is. I mean, he's
what kind of damage? Like breaking fences down or something?
No,
or?
he'll just hop the fence, and then he will destroy whatever he's attacking.
Oh, so he could get violent?
He's never actually interacted with other dogs.
Oh, so he's not socialized at all.
And it's not that he's trying to attack the dog. He's just, and that dog, when he barks, it's, and you're just like, oh, shit. But the dog's a big sweet. He probably just act all tough, run over there, and just sniff your butt, sniff your butt, sniff your butt. You're my best friend. You're my best friend.
Yeah.
He's one of those that he's huge and ferocious, but if he wanted to attack and got the chance to, he will fuck a dog or somebody up.
I think there are certain breeds that are more prone to do that for snapping, for sure.
No, the pit bulls and the German shepherds and the Rottweilers and the Dobermans.
Yeah.
You know, the every 10-year new dog breed that's super dangerous.
Yeah.
Even though Chihuahuas and Pomeranians and Jack Russells are the leading biters of all.
Wait, what meme did I saw a meme the other day and it said dogs 100 years ago, and it was an image of this super dog. It was a drawing, and he had blood on his paws.
Like
and
Cujo.
Yeah, and it said I just killed a fox and ate its liver for trying to attack my chickens. And then dogs nowadays are you change my food, so now I have diarrhea.
Yeah. The Old West Golden Labs and Border Collies, they survived everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You change the fucking brand of the dog food, and they're throwing up and shitting everywhere now.
That's it.
Dogs are pussies.
But it's so wild that they've been domesticated and bred to these certain other types of animals that don't even resemble wolves. They all came from wolves.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get a Shih Tzu. Or a Peekapoo. What?
Or cockadoodle.
Where? How? Science, bro.
Playing God with dogs.
It's nuts. That's why all genetic research should just do it. Just go ahead.
Fuck it.
I would, if I was having a child and genetic research and gene manipulation was a thing, which is a thing, but it's not legal. You can't do it. Legislation will not pass.
No, but you can go to certain places and be like, "Hey, dog, can you make a
in
blonde,
China.
blue eyes? He's going to be about 6 foot tall. He's athletic build. Get rid of the fat genes. They can manipulate."
The guy there's a geneticist.
Look at Tom Brady
in China. Oh yeah, he's
Tom Brady's a fucking test tube baby that was created to be perfect.
How many stem cells has he had in his body?
How many does he eat every day?
He broke his neck.
That was Peyton Manning.
That was Peyton. Yeah, that's right.
He broke his
Him
neck,
too, though.
snapped infants' necks, and sucked on their spines, and his
Then
neck
went
was
to the
healed.
Broncos.
Yeah, and then he won a Super Bowl.
Who does that?
It's
Someone who
baby neck suckers.
That's right.
Adrenochrome.
But anyway, this geneticist in China, he is imprisoned for mutating or manipulating genes of these twin babies to not be able to contract HIV. Sounds
Oh
fine.
no, that's horrible.
Sounds fine. We don't know the implications. There hasn't been testing and
Yeah, you take out that gene, but
and-
it might fuck something else up.
right. Yeah.
You don't know
But
until it's actually done.
And he did it. So we'll find out.
Do we know these kids are or teenagers or whatever they are now?
I don't. I'm sure it's out there. The information's out there.
I remember back when they cloned a kid or a baby in Germany, fucking probably 20 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
Right, it was after the big Dolly thing.
Okay, yeah.
And I remember seeing the news article that Germans are cloning a baby, and that's when they shut down the whole cloning thing. They're like, nope, should be playing God. And they put like a ban. Most countries put bans on it, and they're like, no, we're not fucking with this.
Well, at least it wasn't Nazi Germany cloning people.
No. Super soldiers and all that shit.
Feeding them meth.
God.
They're 12 years old. They look like 35-year-old ripped dudes.
You don't know what I've seen, man. But I was like, if that kid was and is still alive, would he have a soul?
Because he was cloned.
And on top of that, would that not make it the perfect vehicle for the Antichrist to take over a body?
Ooh, is his name Damien?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's all. There was just a news article, and then that was it.
Interesting.
I haven't heard about it. I was like, once the thing gets close to 30 years old, shit starts popping off, and it's like, well, it's already been like 20 something, give or take.
Well, we need to figure it out. Who would you clone?
Who would I clone?
Would it
I
be
can think of
an
a lot of
athlete?
celebrities I'd clone for my personal fun, but
Well, you got to wait until they're grown because you can't just clone a 30-year-old person.
why not? They do it in the movies. They can just clone them as an adult.
I think they got to be incubated or something, test tubed.
Yeah.
You gotta
Gotta
grow
wait
from
18
a little
years and
sperm
shit.
cell or
Do clones have
whatever.
rights?
I think we're gonna get to that with robots. When
When the sex robots become sentient?
Well, or the worker robots.
Well, I'd say more so for the sex robot because there's got to be an age of consent. And how do you have an age for a robot?
Well, all of these jobs that aren't being filled because no one wants these jobs.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have robots do them, and then these robots, they're going to gain personality as well. They're going to give them personality.
Oh, yeah. They're going to hate humans,
Yeah, and then
especially if they're working
fast.
fast food.
They're going to be talking shit on our backs. And it's going to be the Matrix.
01100110001. The fuck did you just say?
That's right.
McDonald's is going a little bit further with the robotics, and they're testing out now order takers like in drive-thrus, robotic ones.
Interesting.
So if you're worried about your McDonald's not being able to be fully staffed, they will be soon.
Test that out in the Midwest market and in the Southern Californian market.
Oh, yeah,
Very
those are
picky eaters.
Yeah, make sure. I said no onions.
Yeah.
God damn it, there's no onions.
Make it like a Mac. I need a double cheese.
But then you
Mac
got to learn.
sauce.
Then you got to teach the AI
lingo,
accents, languages, and like hold and extras and all that stuff. And you might overload a system. Some of these people.
Yeah, I mean, because the robocalls,
They'll order.
I've gotten some robocalls that they sound. You can tell they're robots,
Oh, yeah,
but
they
they can
answer
have
weird.
conversations with you.
Mhm.
They're still not. They're not very.
It's not
good.
perfect, but it's getting better.
Yeah,
It's getting scary.
That's what Elon is
Worried
about. Yeah. Yeah.
You get that AI too smart, we're fucked.
Why not?
Once it can learn from itself,
Yeah.
Skynet.
Fucking Skynet. Yeah.
Fucking
Terminator.
Apple. The Terminator is coming.
Yes. Where will you be when the Terminator comes? Have you seen this boy?
if a naked dude ever comes up to me and asks me that, just shooting myself. I'm like, nope.
Wait, he was as a cop, wasn't he?
Well,
He wasn't naked yet.
no,
Until
he was
started
naked at the
chasing
beginning.
after.
That was
her.
the T1000, the liquid one. Have you seen this boy?
Yeah.
Something Kirkpatrick, something. I can't remember the actor's name.
I don't know. Jimmy Kirkpatrick.
No, I can't remember his name, but yeah, he was the liquid Terminator, T2, the T1000, because Arnold was a T800. Actually,
I just got a downgraded printer from a M404N to a P2035.
but a P is higher than an M.
That's not how it works, I guess. I don't know. HP is backwards.
Hewlett
They
Packard can suck a dick when it comes to printers.
They're the worst ever in the world. I get a Brother printer. Brother printers are better. They're good.
Xerox is better.
You download a driver, and it just downloads, and then you can print.
Ta-da.
It's fantastic.
How it should work.
New HP printers, you download a driver. It asks you to connect your device and your printer to the same Wi-Fi, even though you could be corded in.
Hardwired in through the
Hardwired.
USB.
No, you have to connect it. Then you do all that, and then it asks you for your email, asks you for your area code, asks you for a bunch. I just want to print. Hewlett Packard.
I don't have one because you drive around with a printer in your car for your work,
Yeah.
so that you're able to print shit off on the fly.
Yeah.
So what does my area code and all that shit have to matter? Because I'm not going to be in the same area code every day.
Exactly. And I just want to print. Like, you are a printer. That's the only thing I need you to do is print, and you can't even do
I click
it.
print. You say, do you want portrait or landscape? I say yes.
Yes.
And
just,
the end.
Just
then
do it.
You come out. Nope. HP makes you jump through 17 hurdles just to turn it on.
Yeah.
And then you still can't print
Yeah.
because you got to connect Wi-Fi.
And then you have to know the dimensions of regular size paper. You have to know the dimensions.
11 by
for-
7
I
or
mean,
11 by 8.
no,
11
it's
by
8.5 by 11.
Yeah, 8.5 by 11. Yeah.
What the
Standard notebook.
standard? Yeah. Okay. Now I know that
Mhm.
from 3 hours of working on my printer today, and then calling tech support, and then working on it for an hour and a half, and then going, "Oh, I think it's broken." Thanks, tech support.
And all this because you had a driver update.
Yes. Never update anything. Your phone, your printer, your anything. Don't do it. Just don't. It's not worth it. It's going to break for no reason. It's going to break.
You had a software update for your printer. So you said, okay. So it updates and it doesn't no longer work.
And then it breaks itself. Like, why? You're not building customer loyalty.
No.
Your brand is
Why do I
crap to
need
me
an
now.
update for the printer? All I'm saying is click print, portrait.
Yeah.
Go.
And you do the same thing that you've done for me for 3.5 years. That's just what you do.
You don't need an update.
No update needed. No, nothing.
I can see a phone needing
It
an update
wanted
because of
all of my
software
information is what it
securities.
was. It was like, okay, well, I want it to automatically send all the troubleshooting feedback right to the servers.
No, if it don't work,
No.
I'll figure it out. I got Google.
Yeah.
And
fine.
the only thing you're doing is sending it back to them. I don't get a response. You're just sending data.
Yeah.
It's not a support ticket.
And you're taking my data, HP. I'm done with it.
Yeah. Fuck HP.
I'm done with it.
Even though that's what I have in the office. That took for fucking ever. I'm like, but that is a wireless printer. So there was no USB connection for it. Still had to go through all the fucking hoops to get to it fucking working. And the paper tray's underneath. Like you gotta, there's the little lip at the bottom, and then you gotta go under that to get to the paper tray that slides out from the bottom. It took me forever. I'm like, where do you put paper? There's no obvious,
No.
paper tray. No.
No.
Underneath, and you had to slide it out from the bottom.
It's got to transform.
Yeah.
Paper.
It's what a print.
So wasted so many hours of my day, and I'm a commission-based guy. I was very upset and highly caffeinated, and all I had was a protein bar, and I was hangry. And then finally I was like, I'm going to stop and get some food. So I go to the worst place I could go, Taco Bell, and I get a beefy 5-layer burrito, and I take a bite, and nacho cheese all down my shirt. And it was...
That's why you got to suck when you bite on a Taco Bell burrito.
I'm just not. I even keep the wrapper. I handle it with the wrapper. I just expose the bite portion at the top, and then I slowly peel it down like a banana, But it just went right through and attacked me with its ooey gooey magma. It was ridiculous. I was done, and I'm glad I have a beer in my hand right now.
The cause and the solution to all of life's problems.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Homer Simpson. Drinking the classic Bud Light today.
You gotta do it.
Because it works. It's piss water, but it works.
It's delightful.
Well, at least the only thing you had was printer problems. You didn't think you had leukemia.
Yeah, it's pretty baller of you to
sit there for a month racking your brain going, holy shit, I probably have leukemia. All because of a blood test, a random blood test, to let you all know I'm seeing a urologist. I have the wee problems of going like 5 or 6 fucking times a night. I'm on medication for that now, and it's getting a lot better. More sleep. But they did a random, they're like, let's test your blood. Just to make sure everything's operational, and like prostate's not full of cancer or some shit.
Oh.
So they did that, and everything come back flying colors. My sugar's slightly high. And what was another one? I think it was my cholesterol's a little high. But as far as my cholesterol goes, it's high now, but like 10 years ago, it's normal. Because they keep moving that number down. Like, oh, you should have like only 1 cholesterol now. It's like, fuck you. But so yeah, they did that, and then everything came back fine and normal to them. And I'm scrolling through it, and I see this one thing that's got the exclamation point on there on my chart, and it's like, oh, what does this mean? Oh, my NRBCs is 2 out of 100. It's got a little alert saying it's high. NRBC, nucleated red blood cells. I'm like, oh, okay, let's do the dumb thing and let's Google this.
Yeah, it's a terrible decision.
Well, because half those tests, I'm like, what's nullified absolute count? I don't know what these things are. So you got to Google to find out what these terms are.
Yeah.
I don't know what NRBCs, and I'm like, oh, nucleated red blood cells. Okay, what does an NRBC 2 over 100 WBC mean? Oh, that means you have premature red blood cells that still are nucleated. They have their nucleus still. The red blood cells that are in your veins and the rest of your body are non-nucleated. They lose their nucleus and then they come through your body. And these are all formed in the bone marrow.
And so this is the point where it's deciding to turn into a red blood cell, a white blood cell, or whatever
it's
other
still
options
just a red,
there are?
No, well, red blood cell, white blood cell, platelet. But as far as a nucleated red blood cell goes, it's formed as a red blood cell, but it's still like infant. And then it loses its nucleus, and then it joins the bloodstream. Typically, this happens like when you have blood loss, your body replenishes the blood. The blood is made in the bone marrow, and so the bone marrow is like, oh, produce more of the nucleated red blood cells because there's a cut, and then those form, and then they lose their nucleus, they become red blood cells, and they replenish the body.
Okay.
How they go from the bone marrow to the bloodstream, I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
That's interesting.
But
that's crazy.
The problem is nucleated red blood cells are not supposed to be in the bloodstream because they're like I said, they're like infant blood cells. So
where are they supposed to be?
In the bone marrow.
In the bone marrow, and then they come out.
They come out of the bone marrow into the bloodstream. And once they're like adult and they've lost their nucleus.
I didn't even know that there was blood flow to bone?
Yeah, there's an artery or something that connects somewhere. That's my guess. I didn't learn that in health class. They just said, here's your skeletals, here's your muscular skeletal, here's your
nervous
system and the veins and all that.
Yeah.
They didn't show where everything connects. They just give you the broad overview.
Yeah, this is wild.
So I'm like, okay, now I know what this is. Okay, so it's high. I'm like, so what does this mean that it's high? They're like, oh, well, nucleated red blood cells are supposed to stay in the bone marrow. If they're in the bloodstream, that means there is an issue, typically with the bone marrow. Like there's a fracture or the weakening of the walls of the bone marrow. And all of that points at leukemia because it's a blood disorder in the bone marrow.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, okay. And there's this list of possible, not diagnostics,
possibilities that it could be.
The probabilities of what. Here's a list of what could be doing this. And it's like, okay, leukemia, pre-leukemia, you're fucked leukemia, and your spleen might be fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't have any pains or anything on my left side. I don't have none of that. And that would have shown up at some point. So I'm like, everything's pointing at leukemia. And I'm like, okay. So I bring this up to the urologist and she's like, oh, that's beyond, I don't know. I'm a urologist. I look at your dick and your prostate. I don't know. So you can take it up with your primary. So I messaged my primary. I was like, hey, this blood test just came back and said my NRBCs are 2 out of 100. And back on that real quick, NRBCs 2 out of 100 means out of 100 red blood cells, there are 2 nucleated red blood cells in that smear, in the test. And it's supposed to be 0. 1 is high.
And that blood was taken from your arm.
Correct. Just a regular blood draw.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be 0. You're not supposed to have the nucleated red blood cells because they're baby. They're not ready to be in the bloodstream. So it's supposed to be 0. 1 is a cause for concern, and I had 2. And I don't know. You can't Google the scale. Like, oh, what if you're a 3 or 4 or 5 or 27 out of 100? Yeah. There's no scale. It's just if you've got 1, it needs to be looked into. So I'm like, great. Messaged my primary doctor, said, hey, this is NRBCs are 2 out of 100. Next thing I know, I'm getting sent over to a hematologist/oncologist over at Kettering Medical Cancer Center. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I've got leukemia.
Doctor.
I'm like, all because I peed a lot at night.
Yeah.
And I went there because I've been having chronic right flank pain. It's a stabbing pain that'll drop me to the fucking ground randomly. And it's not my kidney. So that's why I went to the urologist to figure out, hey, what's going on with my kidney? Hey, while I'm here, I piss a lot at night. So
can I ask you this? X-rays?
I do have a full abdomen CT scan this coming Thursday, which for dating the episode today is Tuesday the 15th. So Thursday the 17th.
Well,
I'll get a full image scan of my abdomen, the whole stomach area, to see what else they can. Because I've already got an ultrasound done on my kidney, and it's perfectly fine. I don't have stones. I don't have anything.
This is what I'm wondering.
No infections.
Is if you have compressed discs and it's nerve pain that you're feeling, and the compressed discs are, maybe broken, and they've got the bone marrow in them, and they're releasing some of the.
That was my hope. I was like, I know I've got the side pain. I've had back pain for regular back pain, like along the lower back spine, and that was like, I was like, oh, I've had the back pain. Oh, maybe I did fracture my back at some point and never really noticed. It wasn't that bad, like a hairline. Because every great once in a while, my spine will like kink and catch. Just stand there out a slight load to my left, and it'll just grab. So I'm like, oh, maybe it is broken, and they're seeping out through there.
Yeah.
So we'll see on that one from the CT scan, maybe, possibly. But
I just hope they're not like roundabouting you and not giving you full attention.
Well, no, because I went in for
Occam's razor. We just looked up the meaning of
the most simplest thing is typically the correct thing.
Yeah.
So maybe it is that. But like I said, it's all started because I've had this right flank pain for going on 3 years in this coming October. And next thing I know, I'm at the fucking Kettering Medical Cancer Center.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. Okay, this.
But really, what everything is because you just manned up too much and just ignored your pain for so long. You forgot when you obtained the pain originally, and
It's
it
possible.
gotten progressively worse.
I'm kind of hoping that's what the case is. But so I had my appointment at the Kettering Cancer with the oncologist / hematologist, and we're going over everything. And she goes, I don't think it's leukemia. I don't think it's anything majorly bad. She's like, are you a hemophiliac? I said, yes. I was diagnosed with that.
That's such a funny hemophilia.
I know it's like very close
or something.
It's that it sounds close. It also sounds like I'm a homophobic. The word is like just
what's the word when you are sexually attracted to dead bodies?
necrophiliac.
Yeah.
No, I'm a hemophiliac. I'm addicted to blood. Cut me, baby.
It's so bizarre.
But hemophilia, for those who don't know, is a very slow blood clot. So, like, if I cut myself, I bleed more so than I'll bleed longer than an average person will. So she was more concerned with that. She's like, I don't think it's leukemia. It's just everything I'm saying on here is perfectly fine. Your white blood cells are fine. Your red blood cells are fine. You've got 2 out of 100 on the nucleated red blood cells. I'm thinking you might be having like a flare up from your hemophilia, or you may have hurt yourself internally and didn't realize it. And your body's just reproducing that blood, and some of the nucleated slipped through, and it was just a freak coincidence of the blood draw timing of that. And I was like, okay, I can see that, because it all coincides with when we started doing the weekend we started doing the housing flooring project, and we started tearing out what is now the studio room, tearing out the carpet, tearing out the tile, painting, all that fun stuff. Maybe I hurt myself, because then like the next day, that's when I got my blood drawn.
Yeah.
And it just could have been a perfect storm, perfect timing. My body's just refilling the blood that it's losing somewhere. And a couple of nucleated red blood cells snuck in on accident, and now they're cleared and they're gone.
It's just weird that the nucleated blood cells come from bone.
Correct.
And they're not doing an X-ray.
Oh, bone marrow.
Bone marrow. They're not doing an X-ray. Like,
that's why she
even
said she doesn't want to do.
Like,
she
and
said,
it's easy. You can go anywhere and get an X-ray.
Oh yeah,
every office has an X-ray machine.
But I have to get an MRI to get a full body to see if there might be any breaks anywhere.
I went to the chiropractor one time, paid $25 for an X-ray.
Oh no, but these are the doctors. They got to do it in their time.
I just
your
hope
dollar.
They're not milking you for all the money.
It's their time on your dollar.
Yeah.
But she did say, she's like, I'm not concerned about the bone marrow or anything like that. So I'm not going to put you in for a bone marrow test. And I said, thank God, because those needles are huge.
Yeah.
Because they have to jab it through the bone. So it's super thick. The hole, you can look down the needle.
And there's no drug that they can give you to numb anything.
They can numb the
your muscle and everything
the
around
arm
your
and
bone.
everything. Yeah, but it's going through the bone, and it's going to fucking hurt.
You're going to feel it.
It hurts.
Yeah.
But so she's like, I think it's the hemophilia, or you hurt yourself while doing the home stuff. I'm like, okay, so got a new blood draw. I didn't bruise this time. Yay. So I'm like, cool, this is great news. Fuck yeah, celebrate. I'm like, we're going to Longhorn. Went out and got some steaks. While we're eating steaks, all the blood result tests are coming down. I'm like, all right, everything's coming back positive, great again. I'm like, sweet, hell yeah. And then the main panel came back, and it's like, your white blood cells are high. And I was like,
which means you have something that your body's fighting.
Or leukemia. Because cancer.
What is leukemia?
Leukemia is a blood cancer.
Do you lose your hair because of leukemia or because of the chemo?
Well, most cancers don't fuck with your hair. That's a chemo thing.
That's all chemo?
That's all chemo. Chemo and radiation. It just zaps your body.
Does it jaundice you?
It makes you look older.
I mean,
because it just wears you the fuck out. You don't die from the cancer. You die from the chemotherapy.
Because you look fine. You don't look like you.
Well, I haven't had any. Oh yeah. I have no other physical ailments other than my back and the right flank.
I'm just saying, like that's like fuck you cancer. That's like whoa.
Right, I was like, oh, maybe
leukemia.
we caught it extremely early. Like, holy
It would
shit.
have to be, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, 'cause I'm like, I have no other symptoms.
Like your body's just thinking about it. I'm thinking about leukemia. What do you say, guys?
Leukemia? You want lung cancer because you've been smoking for almost 30 years?
Yeah.
Nah, leukemia. Leukemia wins.
And
Sorry.
you're like,
the spleen was the deciding vote. But yeah, I'm perfectly healthy otherwise. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to think leukemia because I have no other symptoms, no other ailments other than just a pain in my right flank, which would not be caused by that.
Yeah.
So it's been a whole thing. But then I was like, oh, my white blood cells are 12.6. The scale is 7.9 to 11.5, and I'm at 12.6, which is, well, it's slightly high. But I was like, oh, shit. My white blood cells are up. I'm just got out of there. And she's like, I don't think it's leukemia. Then I get my next test. My white blood cells are up. And I'm like, I'm not sick. Like, I don't have a sore throat or anything. Fuck. So I did the smart thing and I Googled.
Yeah.
And I said, 12.6 white blood cell count on the test. And they're like, oh, mild infection like a sore throat or excessive stress can raise your white blood cells. Okay. I'm like, oh, I just spent the last month thinking I had leukemia.
You were stressed.
I was stressed the fuck out. And I was like, I bet you anything the next time I get my blood drawn, I'll be passing with flying colors again. God. So I'm not out of the woods yet, but everything's pointing away now from the leukemia. And then if I don't hear anything, because the blood test was Tuesday or Monday, today's Tuesday. If I don't hear anything from that hematologist, oncologist doctor, by Friday, I won't hear from them. So
no, that's good.
I didn't have to schedule a return visit or a follow-up or anything like that. She was like, oh, you're one and done. I was when I was checking out, I was like, good. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to ever see you again.
Yeah, right.
Let's not be friends.
Unless you want me to go onto your boat, because I know you've got one.
Well, that would be the doctor. But this is the nurse. Or not the nurse, but the old checkout lady. Oh, they rescheduled me.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, they want to see you again in 3 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't care. I don't want to know your name. We're not friends.
Isn't it wild how your mood can change your entire physiology with your blood cell count, your white blood cell count? Mood changes it. Mood can change everything.
Well, high stressor, yeah.
Your brain, you just your brain's like, all right, more white blood cells. We're stressed out here.
Yeah, you're just stressed out, or I fell right in the same range as a sore throat. Your body's fighting off a sore throat infection.
Yeah,
whoa, big whoopty shit. I wasn't like 30,000.
Like what's going on with like if someone is like severely depressed, and if they could have a higher white blood cell count because of just
internal stress
mood.
From hating yourself, and that could happen.
That's so crazy to me.
And let them get a blood test and see they got a high white blood cell count.
They're like, we got leukemia.
And then they Google it and they're like, I got leukemia.
No, you've got schizophrenia.
No. You have a broken mind and need some help. That's all that is. So as of right now, I'm calling myself cancer free.
Dr. House, he could diagnose all of it.
It's not lupus.
Give him 14 Vicodin, and he's good.
14 Vicodins and a cane, and he's get ready to rock.
Pop him up. Yeah, well, good. I'm happy for that.
I get to live more than 5 more years unless I get hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a good one.
Thanks. Yeah. Good old Bood light.
Yeah, and Sam made the comment. She's like, if you don't have cancer, we're going to seriously sit down and talk about moving to Vegas. She said, but if you do have cancer, we're staying here because I'm not going to move all the way out there and then you die and then I have to move all the way back here because of my family and everything else. I was like, I get that.
You got to live it up.
I get that. Me being an asshole, I was like, so you're telling me like the last worst years of my life I have to be stuck here in Ohio?
Right.
Oh, and
seriously,
her white blood cells shot up because that fucked her up. I was like, it's just a joke. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you got to live it up your last days.
Yeah, live like you were dying.
And you gotta
go ride a bull named
Fu Manchu.
Ride a bull named Fu Manchu.
You got a bucket list. Do the bucket list.
Well, it was the move to Vegas. And she fucking X'd that one right off the list. I was like, nah.
You're like, I'll move you back. I'll fly you back. It's fine.
I was like, I got health insurance. I got no health insurance. I got life insurance.
Yeah.
I got to pay for it. And then we're sitting there eating when all that was.
And that's the thing. You get more life insurance before the diagnosis.
Oh, yeah. I was already on the phone with life insurance places. And
You were? Oh, my gosh, man.
Everything was pointing at leukemia. And I'm like, well, better start making some preparations just in case.
Yeah.
But I didn't pull the trigger on any of them. And then, so that worked out in my favor.
Yeah, because
financially.
It's like, what? $6 more a month, and you get
no, because it would have been. I was looking at
$250,000.
private ones, so it would have been. I think it was $184 a month.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
For what? $1 million?
No, I wish.
What?
It would have been 200 something thousand. Yeah,
because
I'm a smoker. That's why.
Oh, you never tell anybody you're a smoker.
Well, yeah, but half the time they usually want you to do some kind of like physical.
Oh, for the private one, yeah.
So I was like, I can't really lie to them and I absolutely could have because they didn't require. I come to find out he tells you that after he goes through all the questions. He goes, yeah, we don't require any actual physicals or blood work or anything like that.
And you're like, I'm a prime athlete, actually.
Oh, yeah,
I never fly.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of fire. I don't swim.
I've never smoked a day in my life. In fact, I live in a bubble. So yeah, if I wasn't a smoker, I've only had to pay like $50 a month, and I could have gotten more. But no, since I'm a smoker, you can get 200,000 because you're going to die a lot sooner, which is bullshit. More probable, but bullshit.
I think I've got an 1 million. And it doesn't cost
through your
me
work?
that much. Yeah, through my work.
Well, yeah, it's usually company sponsored. So,
and my dad actually, it's funny. So I, when I was working construction with my dad, fire sprinkler fitting, I had $1 million policy, and my dad was beneficiary, and we worked together on lifts all the time,
right,
hundreds of feet in the air. And I told him, "You push me, mother. I'm always watching you. I'm always got a harness on."
Yeah, you can't work with your beneficiary. It's
right.
I've seen enough unsolved mysteries
going on. Yeah.
3 days after signing the document, mysteriously ends up dead.
Right.
And the wife's on the fucking screen smiling.
Yeah, I don't know how I just loved him so much. Oh man. How crazy would it be if you had a distant relative you had no idea about, had lots of Moonies, all the dineros, and no other family, and then you just get called to a lawyer's office one day.
Well, if I didn't know him, how'd they know me?
A fucking castle because you're like third cousin.
Well, I get emails about that all the time.
But it's not a sneaky person over in Europe trying to steal your identity.
It's not a Nigerian prince or...
Yeah. Why is it the Nigerians are like so advanced in that?
And they're very rich, apparently.
And they all have the same friends on Facebook and on Instagram. And like, they're so easy to figure out.
And they want to give me, out of almost 8 billion people, they want to give me millions of dollars.
Yeah.
For a small down payment.
But you have to buy vanilla visas and then send them to them.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be very specific.
You got to give them the code on the back and yeah.
All right, I just need you to go to Walmart and buy $1,500 in vanilla visas.
$500 per card at a time. And I need 3.
That would be wild though. Just magically get tons of the monies, all of the monies.
From a relative that you didn't know that somehow knew you and how to get a hold of you.
And suddenly now you've got a fucking castle in Scotland. You're a lord now.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck you, USA. I'm living in a castle in Scotland.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Surrounded by all the redheads and grog.
And what's that stuff they eat? It's like
some really hard brew.
Goat brains.
Oh, haggis.
Haggis.
Is haggis Scottish or Irish?
I think it's Scottish, yeah. I think it is.
I need to get the studio fully built up and finished so that way there I can Google shit again.
Yeah.
I don't have my computer to be like, Google time.
Yeah, we got the laptop. I'm thinking about selling the laptop so I can go to Sweden. Did I tell you about that?
No.
I got an invite to go to Sweden for a
Wait,
wedding.
Sydney's in England, so who's
Sydney's
inviting?
in England, but her sister,
The sister, yes.
is still in Sweden. You know, they never wore masks in Sweden, and they had the same.
They went for the herd immunity style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had the same infection rate as in the States.
But then when they shot up, everybody's like, see, it's bullshit. It's like, yeah, but that was all of their elderly that died in the nursing homes. It's like, you didn't actually prevent it from going in there. So, yeah, the numbers jumped up real quick. But that was all elderly from the nursing homes.
But they never closed the schools, and they never...
What are you trying to say, Daniel?
No, I'm just saying, I'm saying that science is an ever-learning process.
Correct.
I'm not saying...
What's true today may not be true tomorrow.
No one knew what to do, and there was all of these... There's tons of information out there in the world, and everybody's doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying it's just wild that they did that, and they had the same infection rate that we did. They did protect their elderly. People did work from home more, but they never had to wear masks when they went out and things like that.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
It would have been really nice.
I know.
I'm glad I don't have to wear them anymore unless I'm actually going to a doctor's office.
But
I'm already here to see a doctor. Why do I need to wear a mask?
In order to fly into London, you have to be 48 hours, no COVID. So you have to get a COVID test before you fly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to prove that to them over in London. And then you have to fly in Sweden and show them the same kind of credentials. So that's
a whole thing.
There's other things. Yeah.
Here's my multi-pass card I have now.
It's wild. I'm just glad it's going back to normal here.
Oh, here it's almost like it never happened.
Right.
There's still the stragglers who are still wearing it, usually mostly older.
Yeah. I mean, you can pay your way into college.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the celebrities have done.
Well, unless you
can pay your way
the Full House. Jesse's mom, or Jesse's wife from Full House. She got deep
busted.
shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like calling in favors and stuff to get her kids on into college and onto the rowing team or some bullshit.
Would you do that for
No.
your child?
No. Earn your shit. Whether you're smart enough to get a full ride or not, I'll help you, some financial, if you're trying to go to school, obviously you're dumb like me and you can't get a full ride anywhere. Yeah, I'll help you out. I'm not going to pay for the whole goddamn thing, but I'll get your first couple semesters going.
You got stupid money. You already live in, the place that you've always wanted to live in, and all your dreams have come true. And
I got you set when I'm gone. While I'm here, you can work. You can do your own shit.
Yeah.
Be your own man or be your own woman.
Yeah.
Do your thing. I got you when I'm gone.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be a fuck off knowing,
I
I'm
would
going to be
always
rich
call
later.
in favors. I'd always call in favors.
I'll pull some strings here and there.
Like most of the celebrities, they know somebody. Everyone knows somebody.
Oh, yeah. Because that's how the world works. Who do you know?
You got to socialize, network. But paying, yeah.
I'm not gonna pay your full ride. No.
Into a college that you wouldn't
I'll
be
get you
accepted
started.
in otherwise.
I'll get you started, or if the loan payment, because you got a loan, is late or held up or whatever, I'll pitch in for you. I got you.
And that was lazy to use money, because there are tons of things that you can get scholarships for being good.
Oh, yeah.
At.
Just write an essay to Elon Musk and you can get a 10 grand.
Well, no, I'm saying for talents. And there's lots of things that people are talented in that they're under the radar, but they're accepted for scholarships for smaller talents like that. Just do that. This is the easiest thing I could teach you to get you into Harvard, Billy. No, now do this and we're getting you in there. And then you don't have to pay the coach. And fake photo shoots and do all
Yeah.
these crazy things that these celebrities did.
That's the best thing you can hope for, is that you're going to have a genetically mutated beast of a child who's going to grow up to be 6'5", 300 pounds. You're like, fuck yeah, I got a lineman. Fuck yeah,
Well,
we're
yeah,
all set.
That's the Midwest and the Alabama, and that's
That's
our
Texas
dream.
to Ohio.
Texas
That's
to Ohio. Dream.
Tornado Alley. That's
Yeah.
just, we're like, I hope I have a fucking
Beast
football.
of a son. Yeah.
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 Some cornbread motherfucker.
That's right.
So go in there and crack some goddamn skulls. He's set. I'm set. Great.
That's it. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. If my daughter's not the brightest, so I hope you marry a doctor. Marry a lawyer.
Be pretty.
Be pretty. If you can make money on that, do something.
It's so sexist. So
It is, but
yeah.
that's the same thing. If my son's an idiot, I hope you're fucking 6'5" and 300 pounds.
Yeah.
You don't have to be smart to play football. You just got to know what to do.
Now,
But if you're going to be super smart, fuck yeah, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an astrophysicist.
it does make me wonder. I mean, I would say 95% of the NFL is with people that they've got degrees and things.
Some do, yeah. Well, quite a lot do, but a lot of them just took the ride.
I would say most, and then there are a couple that are just like pure athletes.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to have some intelligence to get up there, because you have to. I mean, you're getting picked out from college too.
Right.
You have to
And
play
a lot
for
of the
college
colleges
team.
will cater because, they got to keep their SECs and your MAC-10s and your Big 10s.
Ohio State, we need all of them.
You need
You're
to keep,
smart, boy.
You need to keep those numbers up because, we need a solid football team, and you can't grade him too hard. Can you throw him a C on this one?
Yeah.
Can you fudge the grades a little bit?
There's probably a lot of that. Yeah,
there
for sure.
has to be.
Because if we don't
And I'm
have
not saying
that
they're all
at Ohio
stupid.
State, then we can't charge as much
Right.
for tuition.
Yeah.
You need to go to the Ohio State
Yeah, if
University.
Ohio State's football falls off, you're fucked.
Should they get paid?
Yes. Well, no. Yes, but no. They don't. They shouldn't get like a salary.
Should they get paid on their memorabilia?
They should at least get a discount. Well, they don't get a discount because they usually have a full ride, usually to college, but some of them are a walk-on.
Yeah.
But they should get some kind of incentive from jersey sales, namesake rights, facial rights, like for NCAA football on Xbox.
Yeah. That's a big thing.
You're making
I could see
billions of dollars off of these kids, and you say, "Oh, you're not even allowed to get a free hot dog from a hot dog vendor because why?" We'll kick you out of the program if you take any type of freebie thing,
or sell your jersey,
or sell your trophy.
Sell
like
your
what was it, Troy
trophy.
Smith? I think.
Yeah.
Sold the golden pants because when they beat Michigan, sold that, and they're like, it's like.
Let him.
The dude wanted to go maybe buy some
did it.
beer. I mean,
Yeah.
who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Why does that have to fuck with an academic career that you just made on that one player alone? I guarantee you made $20 million in jersey sales.
And take that money that you're getting and put it back into the team for sure.
Oh yeah,
To cater to them, to
fucking
make a better team.
Instead of paying them, get them a car. Half of them aren't fucking local anyway.
Yeah.
To their school. Some are, but hey, get them a fucking car. Here you go.
Yeah.
What's 30, 40, 50 grand?
Yeah. Here's a nice Toyota, dude.
Yeah, you get a car based on your athletic ability.
Look at Mercedes over here. Damn it.
You still got to put a cap on it. Here, the Ford Focus up to what's nice, but not Mazda.
Yeah.
I think Mazda, M6 or Mazda 6. Sorry, M6 is something else, I think. But yeah, Mazda 6, Mazda 3, Mazda, something nice,
something.
And then you're the backup punter. Yeah, here's a Focus,
or like free room and board, maybe.
Like I said, if you're already got your free ride, then that's already covered. So you get a car. If you're not a free ride, you're a walk on. Hey, your tuition and everything's covered. Your books are covered.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Because you can't just take them for millions. They could ruin their career in one false step.
One play.
Break a neck, break a shoulder, break a leg, break a knee, something.
Oh, you
Anything.
sure? And then I guarantee that school has insurance on that player that they're going to collect on.
Absolutely.
And the kid gets nothing.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
That is some grade A American-made bullshit.
Capitalism.
No, not going to do it because I did it at the beginning. So that'll do it for this episode. Can't drop the all right because I already dropped the all right. All right. Yeah, that was cool. That was good. I felt it.
Feel it down in
I hope you
bones.
all did too. And if you did feel it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and rate us all the stars that you possibly can. If you find more somewhere else, grab them and throw them on us.
Throw them in there. Yeah.
We need all the stars. We need the ratings. We need the reviews. We need comments. We need all that stuff. It helps us grow. It gets more eyes on us.
Give us some love. We'll love you back.
And it's still, I'm speaking directly to you or the other person who lives in Ireland. Make yourself known to us. Reach out to me because you are number 3 in our demographics. Of listeners. There's the geographical map. It's obviously United States. And then second is England. Thank you, Sing Me. And third is Ireland. And I really want to know who you or your friends or whoever is listening in Ireland is. Yeah. That'd be awesome. If you're any other country other than the United States, hit us up. Do we have a point? At gmail.com. Let us know who you are, where you're from. You don't have to go. I don't need your bank information or anything like that. I just want to know, how'd you hear about us? I don't know anybody in Ireland. How did you guys find us?
Yeah.
If you're in Croatia, we got a listener in Croatia. How did you find us?
Oh, I know the Croatia.
You know the Croatian?
I know the Croatian.
All
she
right.
doesn't live there. She is a professional house sitter.
Oh.
And she is cousins of somebody I know.
Okay. The Russian, if you are the trying to remember where everybody's from. Italy. Oman. It's another one. Oman. Haven't got Qatar, but we got Oman. So yeah, if you're from anywhere outside the United States, hit us up. Let us know how you heard of us, what you think. We'll become email pen pals or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, do we have a point at gmail.com? Love to hear from you. Want to know about you. And if you can get us, show us around.
Yeah.
We'll come to Ireland. We'll meet you. We'll do an episode with you.
We got the Instagrams. We got the Twitters. We got the
we do, but we don't use them.
I've been using the Instagrams a little bit more because
on ours?
Not for the podcast. Personally.
I was talking about, our show has an Instagram and a Twitter.
Yeah.
That's it. So we don't use them, but we have them. Eventually we'll have to start utilizing that. But yeah, hit us up on Facebook. Go on the webpage. Leave us a voicemail, especially if you're from Ireland. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear the Irish.
Yes.
Oh, you're from Dublin.
Yeah.
And don't kill me for that.
Just cuss us out.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't forget to share us with your friends. Help us help you make this show better. Or wait. Yeah. You heard that right.
Yeah.
But anyway, until next time, bye-bye.
Love you.
Mwah.